Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Glad that you're able to join me here today for our HIIT Thursday. So I will review what HIIT Thursday means. HIIT is high intensity interval training, which means that we'll be taking some familiar and maybe today not so familiar yoga poses, and we will be breaking them down into 20-second movements, moving through it as well as you can with a 10-second rest. So for 4 minutes, we'll be working at a high intensity to rev up the heart, get the heart rate up. You only have 10 seconds to let it come down, and then 20 seconds again to build it up. I will offer modifications along the way, and I always encourage you to move at a pace that feels available to you without overexerting yourself. You don't ever want to lose control of your breathing. Today we'll be doing a lot of that ha breath, using that deep exhale, the letters H-A. So let that energy out. Today's practice is actually called Whittle your middle. Whittle your middle, okay? So that means we're going to be working deep in the core, and we're going to be getting into the obliques. We're going to really get into the transverse abdominis muscles, all of your core muscles in your body. We'll be using the entire body, obviously, but with a focus on certain core movements. So we'll start right now. I'll invite you to find that comfortable seat. I want you to get grounded through your sit bones. I sometimes like to release the flesh from my buttocks so you really can feel grounded and rooted. Notice where your ankles, your shins are. Your hands can rest lightly on your knees or your thighs or in any place that feels available to you. And I want you to lengthen up through the entire spine, up through the crown of your head. So you're sitting up nice and tall with a sense of being anchored and grounded. Take a moment to just sort of drop into the physical body and notice what your body is feeling in this moment. Again, I always like to say it's like taking a snapshot. Take a picture of the way you feel right in this moment. Notice where in your physical body you're feeling ease and easy access to your muscles and soft. And then notice where the muscles might feel tight, where there might be some tension. And if you need to make an adjustment in the physical body, go ahead and move to adjust until you can feel as comfortable as possible. And then I'm going to invite you to think about the breath. So today we really want to access that deep core belly breathing. And I sometimes like to envision that there's a flame at the base of my pelvis. And when I breathe in nice and deep in my inhale, I'm going to fill my lungs to capacity. And as my lungs expand, it's as if I'm fanning that flame out. And when I exhale, I'm going to exhale, draw that energy in and up as I exhale. So squeeze it in and up as you exhale. So the inhale is full. The body really expands with the breath. And on the exhale, squeeze in and up. Try that at your own pace for a few rounds, really breathing deep into the bowl of your belly. And then when you exhale, there is a contraction. You want to contract, a tone in your abdominal muscles that squeeze, lift up, and squeeze. And then the inhale is expanding. Last time, nice big squeeze and a lift. And then relax. We'll start to add a little bit of movement here. So we're going to just, again, I always like to, I call it a spinal wave, but just move from side to side. So we're just trying to get a little bit of flow into the spinal body. So I'm just going spinal wave side to side. And then start to circle the body. So as you inhale, you're leaning forward and going over to the side, and then as you lean back, you're exhaling. So the inhale is when you come forward, and the exhale is when you come back. So go maybe 4 or 5 times in one direction, just to loosen up and notice where you're Again, when I do this, this is where I notice the tightness in my low back. And then go the opposite direction. And notice if one side is easier than the other, what's going on? Where are you feeling tightness or tension? And see if you can breathe into that, loosen it up with any adjustments that you need to make. And then when you complete your circles, come back up, bring the shoulders forward and up, roll them back and down. Place your fingertips out to your sides. So we're going to continue in this flowy kind of a circle to do some side bending. So I'm going to keep the fingertips on the floor of one hand. I'm going to take the opposite arm and sweep it forward. As I inhale forward, I'm going to bring that arm up and around like a great big lasso, and I'm going to repeat. Okay, so circular movement in that arm and shoulder. Lean forward as you inhale, and then sweep the arm up and over as you exhale, and do one more big circle. Lean forward, sweep that arm all the way around, really stretch into that back. And then the next time when we come up, we're going to hold. So bring it forward, and then as you come up, you're going to lean into the side bend and stay here. So the fingertips of the grounded hand, you can bend your elbow and try to go longer here. Breathe into the side waist. Again, create that inhale and expansiveness. Fill your lungs as you breathe. Exhale out through the mouth with like an HA sound. And try that again. Breathe in deep. Exhale out through the mouth with a. Last time, breathe in deep. And then as you exhale out with a, make your way back up center, fingertips back on the floor, relax the shoulders, and just be aware of that physical sensation, right side, left side. Notice the shift of energy and whatever you might be feeling in your upper back, neck, and shoulders. Now we're going to move into the other direction, so keep the fingertips of the opposite arm on the floor, let flow. The other arm is going to flow around in a great big circle. As you inhale, sweep it forward, bring it up and over like you're sweeping a rope or a lasso, and then come around as you exhale. Inhale, reach forward, reach out as far as you can, really expand so you can get deep into those low back muscles. Third time, all the way around, all the way around. And then when you come up on the next time, we'll stay. So sweep it up, forward, up, and around, and hang out here. So now, as you come into that side bend, make sure you're keeping the hips anchored. You can soften the elbow of the lower arm, but keep stretching through the upper arm. So you're breathing into the side ribs, and you want to create a sense of expansive here. So we're really trying to open up the intercostal muscles. So take a big inhale and a big exhale. You can either look down, look forward, or even look up. Notice how that stretches the different muscles in your sides of your neck and the back of your trapezius, upper back muscles. Take one more breath. Breathe deep into the side waist. Exhale out with a. One more. And on this exhale, you're going to slowly come on up. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Draw the knuckles down. Chuck your chin. Maybe nod your head no. Maybe nod your head yes. Good. Release your hands and then bend your knees. All right. So we're going to do a little bit of stretching here now. So if you'll notice, I'm coming into a seated, my knees are bent. We're going to come into some variations of boat lifts. So boat pose, again, I'm always offering choices for boat pose. If you have any low back issues going on today, it would be really helpful just to keep your hands behind you for support. But if you're all right with this, so you're going to, toes can be touching on the ground, or you're going to lift your knees up, all right? And then we're going to bring the hands in between. So as you open your knees, you're going to inhale, reach forward, or keep the heels on the ground to start. Okay, I'm sorry. Keep your heels on the ground. Inhale, reach forward. On your exhale, lift the knees up and squeeze. Okay, so inhale, you can lower the heels, reach forward, stretch through the back, and then exhale, squeeze everything up. We'll do that a few more times. Reach forward, stretch those low back muscles. As you exhale, squeeze the knees up towards your outer edges of your elbows, and we'll do that one more time. Inhale, and then exhale, squeeze. Now in this squeeze, I'm gonna invite you now to bring your knees together, and if you need to put your toes on the ground, go right ahead. Otherwise, we're gonna do a couple of twists. So twist to your right, come back to center, and twist to your left. Come back to center, twist to your right. Come back to center, and twist to your left. Come back to center, lower your knees, all right? And then hug your knees in nice and tight. So this helps to release, sit up nice and tall. Take another big deep inhale here. And now on your exhale, I'm gonna invite you to come back onto your forearms. So on your forearms here, and we're just gonna stretch our legs out. We're gonna extend them like a kick, and then alternating leg kicks. So starting nice and slow, feet are flexed, but we're just warming up, trying to get the blood flow into the legs. So just kick and kick and kick and kick. And then you can start to go a little bit faster just to build a little bit more heat and notice how that feels. And you might want to start going even a little bit faster, get that energy up just to feel that energy with a little ha, 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 kicking it out, getting that energy going. This is building heat. This is building core. This is the Agni. Get your Agni going. We'll do it for about 10 more seconds. Good. And then release. Extend your legs all the way out. Give them a shake. Come on up. Sit up nice and tall. So we're in what they call the staff pose. Flex your feet. Bring your hands to the tops of your thighs or knees and just come into a slight forward fold. Watch your back here. Stay anchored through your hips. Take another breath. Inhale. And then on your exhale, we're going to turn around and come on all fours. So as you come on all fours, we're going to do some cat and cow moves. So palms directly underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips. You can have your toes tucked under, or you can have your feet flat, whatever feels best for you, whatever floats your boat, as they say. And now with cat and cow, I like to do the gliding cat and cow. So draw the shoulder blades down the back. You're going to bend your elbows like you're trying to do a push-up. When you do that, keep hugging those elbows towards your midline. Don't go out into chicken wings. Hug them in. Look forward and up. And as you lift up, press up. And then bend your elbows. Come back. Round your back all the way up into the cat. Let's try that again. Bend your elbows. Lift your chin. Scoop your chin and come on up to the cow. And then bend your elbows, round your back up into the cat. This is called the sliding cat and cow. Do that a few more times on your own. When you bend your elbows, keep hugging them in towards your midline. Scoop your chin, lift your heart, broaden your collarbone. And then when you come back, round the back. Bring your heart and your navel center all the way up to the back of your spine. One more time. And when you complete your last exhale, that's when I'll invite you to slide your knees back a bit, open them a little bit wider, shift your hips as far back as you can. That feels comfortable in your hips, feels comfortable in your knees. Come into what we call extended child's pose. Reach your arms forward. Walk your fingers to the right. So you're now getting a stretch through the side body. We really want to access those muscles on the side waist. Give them a good stretch. Come back through center. Go to the other side. Stretch to the opposite side. Keep your hips back towards your heels. Feel the stretch. Breathe into your side waist, nice and deep. As you exhale, come back through center. Maybe bring your arms behind you. Shake out your wrists, open and close. If you want to come up onto your shins, come on up to your shins. Circle the wrists one way. Circle the wrists another way. Good. Rub your palms together and shake it out. All right, so we are going to start our HIIT, so the high intensity interval training portion of our class today. And the way that I've been doing it the last 3 weeks is I've pretty much been following 1, 2, and 3 fairly close to one another so that we really work to get that heart rate up. And then at the end of the class, we can bring it down with some gentle stretching and then relaxation. So the first series that we're going to do is going to be on all fours, all right? So the way we're going to, I'll demonstrate and then give you options, and know that you always can take whatever options you need. So the first one is working on all fours. Now, and in this particular case, I'm going to step my right foot forward. So and my knee that I'm kneeling on is just slightly behind my hip, making sure the arm that I'm resting on is below my shoulder. Now the move is going to be, it's going to be elbow to knee, so that we're going into those sideways, and the move is just going to be like a fist of fire. You're going to reach long and elbow to knee. Reach long, elbow to knee. So it's going to be a nice stretch, elbow to knee. Now, if you have a problem with your wrists, you can always rest your hand on a block. If you need to come onto your forearm, you can always modify this on a forearm, okay? So we're going to start at that level. What will happen here, because we're doing one side, we'll do 4 sets on one side, 4 sets on the other side. The first set, I'm going to start out with the modified variation, which is here, elbow to knee. Now, if this feels available to you and you want to go deeper, then you can extend that leg, and now you're more in what we side gate pose, elbow to knee here, which will be a little bit more energetic here, a bigger stretch. You have to really get connected to the tone in your core. So if you're having trouble balancing here and you're going all over the place, then it's much better to stay here. You want to be stable and balanced in these moves so that you can get the maximum energy with it without, again, we always want to be stable, all right? So that will be the move. I will time us. I'm putting my timer up, and it will be 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. So everyone to find your setup. So you start out on all fours. In this case, I'm going to be working my right leg. Whatever leg you choose is fine for you. You have one knee that stays down, bring the other leg forward. And the same arm, elbow to knee. This is where we'll start. Okay, so again, we're going to start off nice and slow. So elbow to knee, stretch and reach. So really go long in the stretch. You want to create a nice rocking back and forth, stretching out, okay? Nice big stretch. We'll do 2 more, last one, and then take a break. And again, if you always want to come off of the arm, for me, I'm going to come off my wrist. And now shake it out. 10 seconds goes very quick. Set up again, and then we'll start again. Elbow to knee. And now I'm starting to move that leg back and forth. All right, so really nice long stretch. Reach the arm over your ear. Extend that leg if you are, or just keep the knee on the floor. Okay, nice big move. Good job. One more, and then take a break. Good job. And again, I'm always choosing to come off my wrists because the weight bearing posture. All right, we're going to get ready again. We'll start again. Elbow to knee, in any variation that you choose, nice big move, really make the move big, and you can start to pick up speed if you're feeling nice and stable. All right, so you can go, I like to go a little bit faster to get that heart rate up, but move and be stable. Let's do one more, take a break. All right, so if you can increase the speed, as long as you're feeling nice and stable, heart rate slowly starting to come up. All right, we'll have last one on this side. Take the variation of your choice and then go long, elbow to knee. And if you want to pick up speed, just keep that balance, find stability, watch your head and neck. Try to keep alignment in your head and neck and spine. We're going to have 2 more seconds. Last one, take a break. Good job. All right, now we're going to move over to the other side. So when you set up now, opposite leg forward, elbow to knee, foot on the floor is where I'm starting, elbow to knee, elbow to knee. Good. Find your pattern now that you switch to the other side. And take a break now, all right? So you have 10 seconds off. We're moving on the other side. Excellent. So now I'm going to start set up again. And now go, if you're choosing to add the leg, go really long and move. Extend, elbow to knee. Nice big move. Stretch it out. Extend your foot. Spread your toes as you move through this variation. And take a break after the next one. Your 10 seconds goes by very quickly, so always come off your hands, give them a quick shake. We'll get up. We have 2 more sets on this side. So now, if you want, you choose to start to pick up the speed with it. Elbow to knee. I like to move a little bit quicker, but make sure you're stable and steady, that you're not rocking all over the place. So make this work for your body. 2 more. Last one. Take a break. You only have 1 more set left to do, and then you're done with your first set of HIIT. You guys are rocking this really well. Let's do it. Set up now. Last set. Go long. Elbow to knee. Stretch it out. Spread your toes. Keep your shoulder over your wrist for support. Keep moving. Go a little quicker now. We have 5 more seconds. Go as quick as you can. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Good job. You did it. Come on up. Inhale up. Exhale. Again, inhale up. Look up. Exhale. 1 more big inhale up. This time, grab your wrist and lean over to the side. Woo. And then inhale, come on up. Exhale over to the other side. Come all the way up, and then lower down. Notice how that feels. All right, take a moment here. Let's just stand up for a second and shake it out a bit before we move into the next set. I just want to make sure everybody, we're not going to do it standing. It's actually in a sitting version, but you know, maybe, yeah, that's the way I want to do it. We're going to go back to sit, but I just want everyone to shake out their hands, shake out their wrists, and maybe get a set, because I'm going to go get a drink of water before I lead you into the next set. All right. So, the next set that we're going to do will be seated. All right, we're going to go back to sit. So when you come back to sit, the key here is really staying grounded in your sit bones. All right, and we're going to do pressing down through the sit bones. And what I like to do is bring my fingertips behind me. You can either be, fingers can point back, they can point out to the side, they can point forward. It really needs to be what feels supported for you in your body, your physical body, so make those adjustments as you need to. So you're going to see we're going to be in a boat variation, right? So this is really core. And remember, when you come into boat, try not to sink here, because I call that bucket seat. So you've got to really tone the core. Imagine that you're being lifted up through your sternum. There's an imaginary marionette string lifting up through your heart, so you're sitting up nice and tall. That really adds a level of intensity. When you do everything back here, it's not so intense. Now the movement, we're going to start with toes on the ground. You're going to twist your knees to the right, come back to center, twist to the left. There's no objection here that you have to get the knees down. You're just moving from side to side. So we're moving into the obliques. So the obliques are these muscles that help us to turn, right? These muscles on the sides of the body. And we're going to see if we really can whittle into them and cut into this posture. So the movement here is going to stay here, either very basic, and this is the most basic one. Toes on the ground, knees to one side, knees to the other. And we're going to start there, okay? Very basic. As we start, we're going to do this for 8 rounds, so it gets a little intense. But if we choose to, then we start to, when we turn the knees to one side. You're going to bring your heart and look over to the opposite side. And then you're going to lift your hip and twist to the opposite side. So it's really a matter of as you twist, you lift the hip off the floor and always look over to the opposite direction. And this gets a little funky. Don't worry about it. If you can't get it, it'll work. You'll get a good workout in. You're going to notice muscles you may not have used in a long time after this one. So remember, support yourself. We're going to do this for 8 rounds. So I'm going to start really slow. And I'm not moving very fast here because form is really important. So I really want you to make sure that you sit down on your sit bones, lift up through your sternum, all right? And when we're getting ready to begin, so we'll start with lower the knees to one side, come back through center, lower to the other. Come back to center and twist, come back to center and twist. You'll notice as you start to twist, you feel that in the waist. We'll do one more and then take a break, okay? So come off your hands if you need to, shake them out. And that was it, very slow. So I just want everyone to get that rhythm and then prep up for the next set, okay? So start to now move, twist, and twist. Now I'm starting to take my feet off the ground. If you feel that your core likes to take the toes off and move from side to side, that's an option. As you lift your hip, you're twisting to the opposite side. Take a break now. Extend your legs, shake it out, move through your hands. Okay, so we're about 1 minute into this. Let's try again now. Twist, lift, twist to the other side. Now as I start to twist, I'm going to look over to the opposite side. As the knees drop to one side, I'm looking over to the other side. So I'm adding a little bit more energy into that. Okay, so that adds more of a twist into the obliques. Okay, take a break and shake it out. So you're going to really feel this in the butt. So get grounded in those butt muscles, lift up tall, and we start the next session. Twist, lift, twist, lift, and twist, lift, twist, lift, twist, lift, and twist, lift. Look in the opposite direction of the knees as you move. Last one, take a break. We're halfway through. So again, we're carving and whittling into muscles deep in the side waist, those obliques. All right, we're going to get ready for the next set. Here you go. Twist, lift, twist to look always in the opposite direction now as your knees. Good. And twist, and twist. You got this. We're more than halfway done. And take a break. Extend your legs. Maybe even a little side bend here just to stretch it out. And then prep for the next set. Here we go. Twist and twist and twist. Spin your heart in the opposite direction as your knees. And that really gets into the quadratus lumborum. That's the muscle in your lower back. So we're really moving into some deep movement. Last one. Take a break. We have 1 minute left to go. So, you guys are doing it. We got this, all right? 1 more minute. Take your time. Sit up tall. Bend your knees. And then twist. And as you twist, remember, spin your heart in the opposite direction. As you move, hips from side to side. And a nice rocking movement. Feel that work going nice and deep. Last one. Come back through the center. We have only 1 more set left to do. Shake out your hands. Shake out your legs. Last set, so give it your best. Twist to one side. Look over. Always twist your heart. Look the opposite direction. Good work. We've got this. We only have 10 seconds left. You can do this. Just keep rocking and twisting. 2 more. Last one. Good job. Woo! Inhale up and then exhale. Wow, good job. You got it. Woo! Shake it out. shake it out. And then we're going to turn around and come on up to stand. Whew. As you come on up to stand, I'm going to take a forward fold into this. So I'm going to get my feet on the ground. I want to stretch out my spine. I want to go long, grab onto my forearms and just stretch out my spine from all of that twisting, just to kind of elongate it out nice and long. Shake your head no, shake your head yes, and then press into your feet and slowly work your way up to stand. Shake it out. All right, let's do a nice big inhale. Sweep your arms all the way up. Let's do a side bend here after all that stretching through. This should really open up nicely now. Inhale, come back up. Side bend over to the other side. And then inhale, come all the way up. Lower down. Interlace your hands behind your back. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Lift your heart. Lift your sternum. Lift your heart. Look up. Lower your chin. Nod your head no. Relax those shoulder blades down the back. And then release your arms out to the sides. Let's take a nice wide stance. Heels in, toes out. And let's just move from side to side. Let's just get that energy getting grounded into our legs. And just move from side to side. Before we move into the third and final HIIT series, we're just going to stretch it out just a little bit. Make your way back to center, heels in, toes out. We're going to do another forward fold. So hinge from your hips as you lean forward. As you come down, you can slide your hands down the backs of your legs, maybe reaching towards your ankles. If you want to take a wide angle forward fold, maybe start to point your toes a little bit more forward if you're doing a full variation there. Bow your head down. Again, lengthen out your spine. So we're trying to untwist the spine from the twist we just did. We just did a lot of twisting, and we're going to do another twisting move. So I want to get the spine nice and relaxed. Shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Place your fingertips on the ground in front of you. Maybe walk your hands out in front. Despite wherever you are, maybe walk your hands even further out, and you're doing a really, really wide downward dog. All right, just feel the ground beneath your feet. Extend your arms, stretch out your spine. Draw those shoulder blades down the back. Bend your knees and step your feet closer together for downward dog. Find your breath. Bend your knees and walk your hands back towards your feet. Face the front of your mat if you're not facing the front of your mat in a forward fold. Plant your palms down and step back again into a traditional downward dog. Draw those shoulder blades down the back. Find length in your spine. Knees soft. Let's do a three-legged dog by lifting the right leg up to the sky. As you lift that right leg up, bend that knee and roll that hip open. So let's just stretch open that hip. Spread your toes. Inhale, lift that right leg up to the sky. You're going to exhale, bring the knee in towards your nose and round the back. Squeeze it in and up. And then inhale, straighten that leg up to the sky. We'll do that 2 more times. Exhale, knee to nose, round the back, squeeze it in and up. Last time, bring that right leg all the way up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then place the right foot back to meet the left. Come back to your downward dog. Draw those shoulder blades down the back. Feel the connection to the earth with the palms of your hands and the balls of your feet. Make sure your toes are pressing into your mat. Keep your knees soft, and now transfer the weight in the right leg as you lift your left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Roll that left hip open, bend your left knee as if you're trying to kick your heel in towards your buttocks. Feel that stretch through the quadriceps. Extend the left leg up towards the sky. As you exhale, knee to nose, squeeze it in and up. Inhale, lengthen all the way up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze in and up. Last time, stretch that leg up to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Step your left foot back to meet your right. And then you're going to bend your knees and walk halfway up towards the middle of your mat. Spread your feet hip-width distance apart. Lower your hips into chair pose. So drop your hips. Lengthen your spine as you extend your arms forward. Come all the way up into your full extension. Look up. Gaze up towards the heavens. Draw your biceps alongside your ears. Maybe gentle back bend. So lengthen your tailbone. Get grounded into your feet. Lift your heart. Lift your sternum as you gaze up. Exhale. Come slowly back. Draw the thumbs right into the heart. Press your thumbs into your sternum. Maybe bow your head inwardly. Just noticing now that snapshot that you took earlier. Notice the sensations now in your body compared to then. And let your hands come down by your sides. And again, just notice the flow of energy now in your body as we moved into these various positions. And now we're going to prepare for the final set of our HIIT. And this one, again, we're going to come back to the twist, but we're going to do chair with a twist. So I like to make sure your feet, again, are good hip width distance apart. And remember, the key with chair is when you're shifting your hips back, right? And in this case, we're going to lift the arms up. We're going to bring the hands to the heart as we shift back, but bring your elbow towards the opposite leg. Now, your elbow does not have to touch the knee. And then we're going to inhale back up. And then we're going to twist to the opposite side. That's going to be the move. Now, for some, if this twist is too intense, of course, you can just bring your hands to your heart and look to your right, come back to center, and look to your left. Okay, so that's a modify. So listen to your body as we move into this. So it's a little bit intense if you go really deep. And if you're going deep with elbow to knee, make sure you shift those hips back. The twisting is going to come through the ribs, your shoulders, and your neck. Pay attention to your low back for stability, the sacrum. That's very important that you're not over torquing. We're going to always come up the middle before we go to the other side and then twist to the other side. And then you're going to really root down, press into your feet to come up and then twist to the other side. So that'll be the move. But I really want you to feel the ground beneath your feet. Use your quads and the glutes. Imagine your legs are big compression springs. So every time you come down energetically, you're going to let the compression bring you back up. Feel that connection between your core and your energy as we move, all right? So we're going to do that for 8 rounds, and we're going to start nice and slow because we're going to do it for 8 rounds, so you don't have to go too crazy. So let's start with an inhale up, both arms up, exhale, hands to heart, twist elbow to knee. Inhale, lift up, exhale, twist to the opposite side. So we're moving opposite direction. Inhale, lift, exhale, twist. Inhale, lift, exhale, twist. All right, now we're going to take a break. All right, arms down by your side. You can shake it out. But always remember to get really grounded in your feet. Okay, so root down, inhale, lift up, exhale, twist. Inhale, rise. Exhale, twist. Sit back with your hips. Inhale up and twist, lift, and twist. Now I'm going to start to pick that pace up just a bit. You'll notice. We'll do one more to the opposite side and then take a rest. Inhale, come up, lower your arms to your sides. You can always shake it out, but get into the groundedness of this move and use your quads and glutes to really get energized. So inhale up, Exhale, twist. Sit back through your heels. Inhale up. Really sit back in that chair like that chair is way behind you as you twist and move. So you're really using your glutes and your hips to get the full action of energy here. Last one. Come on up and release. So again, the pace is picking up just a little bit, but I want you to move safely and really feel the body. Inhale up, exhale, sit back and rise up, and then twist, root down to rise, and then twist, lift, twist. We'll do one more each side. Root down to lift up and finish your twist. Come back up, lower down. So we're halfway through, okay? So if we want to add a little bit more energy, you can lift your heels when you come up. So inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift your heels and twist. You don't have to add the lift. Remember, I'm always offering you choices, but you don't have to lift your heels. You want to stay safe, stable, and steady. Last one, and release. Shake it out. So lifting your heels adds a level of intensity that you do not have to do, or you can. Your choice. Here we go. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Then lift and twist. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. And lift and twist. Good job. Last time. And release. We have 1 minute left to go. 2 more sets, okay? You've got this. Here we go. Now when you're ready, we're going to start with an inhale, lift, and then exhale, twist, and rise up, and twist, lift, and twist, lift, and twist, lift, twist, and just want to do one more set. Squeeze it in. Go a little bit quicker. Last one. Take a break. Shake it out. All right. Woo! Our heart rate's going. We're ready for the final set now. Inhale, lift, and twist. Lift, and twist. Make sure you sit way back through the heels as you twist. Nice big deep squat. Do one more set. We're almost there. Home stretch. Last one. Good job. Woo, we're done. Excellent. Shake it out. Hopefully everyone's okay. Heart rate hopefully is up. Hopefully we accomplished getting your heart lifted. So move around side to side. And we're going to big inhale up. Big exhale out. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend your knees and squat. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Now inhale, rise up, bend your knees, lower the hands, stretch to one side. We're going to go side to side now. Move side to side in the temple squat. Stretch it out. Now maybe as you stretch, straighten the leg and then bend, straighten that leg. We'll do 3 more, 2 more. Last one. Awesome. Come back up all the way. Inhale. And then exhale all the way, all the way, all the way down. Toe heel in and shake it out. Excellent work, everyone. You did it. You got this. All right, let's just finish up with some nice standing poses. And then we'll come down into stretching out our back and our backs of our bodies. All right. We did a lot of core work. Well done. Let's just take another nice big wide stance. And you're going to point your foot towards the front of your mat, shoulders and hips facing the long edge of your mat. Let's do a warrior 2. So bend that knee. Your body's nice and warm. So see if you can go a little bit deeper here. Extend. If you could try to bring that thigh a little bit more parallel. Stack your shoulders over your hips and expand your arms out to the sides. Gaze is over the middle finger. So now after all this movement, let's see how it feels to just stay still and the static in your body here. Feel the body, feel the strength, can make that connection. Slowly straighten that front leg, lower the front arm, and we're going to move into triangle here. So lift the opposite arm up, keep your shoulders open as you expand, back of the spine long, keep your neck in line with your spine, feel that opening through the front body, side body. This is a lateral stretch, so we really work those lats today. So this is a nice stretch here. Keep your neck in line with your spine. If you want to bring that arm over your ear, go for it. You don't have to. If you do, open up that shoulder, maybe look up towards the ceiling. Take one more breath. Bend that knee to come up through warrior two. And then you're going to transition up, parallel your feet, and move right into the opposite side. So spin the opposite foot towards the back edge of your mat. Bend that knee, make sure knees and toes go in the same direction. The outer thigh of that leg is pressing towards the pinky side toe of your mat. You're pressing through the outer edge of the back foot. Extend your arms long, gaze over the middle finger of the arm, and find the power of your warrior. You are all warriors. Feel the strength of your body. Be joyful in this moment. So the quote I wanted to share with you today is, joy does not simply happen to us. We have to choose joy and keep choosing it every day. So as you look out over that middle finger, feel joyful in your body for making time for yourself today for this practice. Feel the strength of your body. You did this. You got this. Stay grounded. Straighten that front leg. Take your variation of triangle. You can rest your hand on your thigh, your shin, your ankle. Keep your spine long. Keep your neck in line with your spine. Extend up through that upward arm. Fingertips can be up towards the ceiling. If you choose to bring the arm over your ear. Again, these are choices. And I like to always offer you choices so that you can experience what your body is requesting. Your body's intelligence is guiding you to what you need. Follow your own instinct. So if your instinct is saying, get out of this pose, then get out of it. If the instinct is bringing your arm over your ear, great. If it wants you to back away, back away. Find your breath. Take one more breath. As you bend your knee, move back through warrior two. Straighten the legs, lower the arms, toe heel, toe heel, toe heel to mountain. When you come to your mountain, bring your shoulders forward and up and roll them down the back. Palms open. Feel the strength of your mountain. Take one more breath. Sweep your arms all the way up. Look up. Palms touch. We're going to come all the way down through the center. Bring your fingertips down to the floor. Bend your knees. And then I'm going to invite you to lower your knees to the mat. And come onto your hips, buttocks. Extend your legs long. We're going to do a nice forward fold. So I'm going to give a couple choices here on the forward fold. You can choose to extend both your arms out in the forward fold here. And if this feels available to you today, fine. If your hamstrings are allowing you to do this without too much tugging on your back. Otherwise, take a variation by bending your knees, sliding the foot in, and then roll forward over the extended leg. So take whatever your body needs right now. Remember to keep the spine long. Gaze is slightly forward. Breathe deep. If you have one leg extended, I'm going to invite you now to come back up and switch legs. Extend and slide the opposite foot in. If you're in a forward fold, you can come up and rest and then take that full forward fold again. Extend out over the extended leg or extended legs, whatever option you're doing today. Notice the difference from one side to the other with a sense of awareness. Take one more breath. And then as you exhale, make your way back up. Extend both legs out if they're not already. We're going to bend the knees. We'll come into constructive rest pose. So bend your knees, scoot your hips up towards your heels as you prepare to come onto your spine. As you come onto your back body, I'll invite you to just tune into the four corners of your body, your right shoulder and left shoulder, and adjust right hip and left hip. So making sure your body's alignment is there. You're going to walk your heels a little bit closer towards your buttocks. Bring your palms down by your sides. We're going to move into a rolling bridge. So lift your hips and extend your arms overhead. As you lift the pelvis up, and then exhale, lower the arms and lower the hips. And we'll do that 2 more times. Just nice rolling bridge. Take your time. Stretch out through the pelvis. Notice how this feels in the low back. And then exhale, lower. Last time, inhale, lift your hips, lift your arms. And then this time as you exhale and lower your hips, I'm going to invite you to wrap your arms around your knees. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a great big hug and rock from side to side. And hopefully this should feel very releasing in the low back. And I'll invite you to circle your knees 3 times in one direction just to massage out and notice what that feels like in your back body. What needs to be massaged, and then go the opposite way. Hug your right knee into your chest and let the left leg lower down. Point and flex your feet for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you'd like to extend the right leg up, clasp behind your knee or thigh. We're going to circle the foot, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And circle it the other way, please, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. If you'd like to take a final hamstring stretch, just clasp the back of your leg. As you inhale, exhale, gently draw your forehead towards the knee, your shin. Take that stretch. Gently lower your head. As you lower your head, you're going to switch legs. Bring your left knee in, extend the right leg out, and start to point and flex the feet for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then extend your left leg up. As you extend it up, we're going to circle the ankle for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then the other way, please, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Final stretch, hamstring stretch. Bring your forehead up towards the shin. Feel that stretch in the back of your leg. Inhale deeply. And when you're ready to exhale, lower your head, lower your legs, extend your arms long, final long body. Final stretch, stretch the entire body. So stretch through your fingers and your wrists, through your arms, your armpits, through your torso, through your abdominal muscles. Press through your hips, press down through your legs, out through your heels, taking a nice long body stretch. And this is where I'm going to invite you to take as full a breath as possible. So as you inhale, fill your lungs like 2 balloons ready to burst and pop. Sip as much air as you can. And when you think you can't sip anymore, sip in just a bit more and then retain your breath for a moment. As you retain the breath, feel that energy within. And then when you really need to let it go, you're going to expire it out of your mouth and just let your whole body go, and relax. Take another snapshot. How does this feel from when you first started? Notice the shift of your energy, of your body, of your mind, and your spirit. Bring your hands down by your sides. Find that most supported position to take your final relaxation. Feel the earth beneath your head, your shoulders, your hips, and your legs. Give your body that permission to yield into gravity, to rest. Nowhere to go and nothing to do. So for the next 3 to 4 minutes, you can just rest. You can, of course, always stay longer beyond. When I close class, it's your choice to stay if you choose to. Remember, this is your practice. You're your own guru, your own teacher. So listen to your own body guide you through the final relaxation. As you begin to yield a little bit deeper into gravity, soften your body, relax your forehead, allow your eyes to go inward, that inward gaze. Soften the muscles of the face, of your cheeks and your lips, and your tongue and your jaw. Perhaps gently swallow. Soften the muscles of your throat. Relax the upper back, neck, and shoulders, and allow your upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, and hands to just gently release. Release tension, release tightness. Soften the palms of your hands and relax the fingers. Gently bring your attention now to the center of your throat. Soften even more. Drop down into your heart center. Relax your ribs. Soften your belly. Soften through the flesh of your pelvis and your hips, your thighs, your knees, your shins, your ankles, and your feet. Feel the soles of your feet. Allow them to soften. Observe your body resting in stillness. Notice your breath. Breathe out any stress and breathe in relaxation. Follow the breath. And gently now, if you choose to, slowly begin to move the body, wiggle your fingers and toes. Begin to bring that awareness into the physical being. Move in a way that your body's guiding you to gently awaken. Your body needs a long stretch. Extend your arms, extend your legs. Breathe in with an inhale. Breathe out with a long, slow exhale, perhaps bending your knees, placing your feet flat on the floor. Or if you choose to gather your knees into your chest, gather your knees into your chest. Maybe rock from side to side. Maybe pause. Feeling the effects of your practice today and knowing that any time that you choose to come back to this sanctuary of your inner peace, your inner calm, your inner tranquility, know that it is always there waiting for you. Gently push yourself up to sit if you choose to, As we come to the conclusion of our practice, perhaps bring your hands to your heart, bow your head down. In a moment of gratitude, acknowledging one blessing today in your life that you're grateful for. And I'm thankful to all of you for allowing me this honor to be here to hold this space and share these practices with you. And I conclude with wishing you all joy and peace. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste.